Hey everybody, Kurt from TunedUpLife.com here. Welcome back for day 3 of Restart Your Resolution 2017. On to the new stuff. The 5 types of resolutions that set us up for resolution disappointment. Today's list comes from Donna Farkas, PhD. It's on her website, finishyourthesis.com. When I first saw Donna's list, I loved it because it is short, it's concise, and it's all-encompassing. So let's dive right in. Number 1, our resolution isn't as much a singular resolution as it is multiple resolutions. A resolution that I hear a lot is, this year I'm going to get healthy and in shape. 2 resolutions, right? If we've got 2, it's hard to know what to focus on. Those 2 resolutions though, if we dig deeper, there might be 5, 10, 15 resolutions that we could attack in that. When you come across this situation, even if it's 2 resolutions in one, you need to separate them out. Make a list, prioritize, and decide what specifically you are going to focus on. If you do that, the chances of success, the success rate will skyrocket. Number 2, and this is a big one, vague goals and resolutions. If we have vague goals and resolutions, we don't know where the finish line is. And if we don't know where the finish line is, we do not know how to get there. So take a resolution that most of us make and we do it over and over and over, year after year. We say something like, this year I will lose weight. Well, ask a few more questions. How much weight will I lose? When will I lose it by? Do I plan to keep it off? Ask those questions and you will have a much better resolution. Number 3, and I think this is a particularly interesting one. It is, our resolutions are not completely under our control. It's easy to overlook this because sometimes we set a resolution because we want something so bad. But there are times when we cannot make it happen alone. There are other factors standing in our way. One might be, this year I resolved to spend less time at work and more time with my family. Amazing, amazing, amazing resolution. But look at your job. Do you have a job that demands a lot of overtime or that you be on call all of the time? If you do, that resolution may be set up for failure because you do not control all aspects of it. If this is the case, we often need to take a step back and we need to resolve to have control over our life so that we can make that resolution happen. Keep that in mind. If it's not under your control, first, you are going to have to get control. Number 4, the too much too soon problem. I've had it. I'm guessing that you've had it. If you're like me, sometimes when you decide you're really going to go for it and do something, it's boom and off to the races. And if we have the too much too soon problem, we may never see the finish line. If it's a health, sports, fitness related goal, we may go from 0 to broken and never see the finish line. If it's a diet related problem, we may go from 0 to no sugar to falling off the wagon and being frustrated and not finishing. If it's learning a new habit, or if it is learning a new skill like a language, we may go from 0 to super frustration to quitting. That's too much too soon. The way you avoid this is by setting some intermediate goals that are attainable. Put a governor on yourself. Just like the car that has a governor that keeps it from going too fast, sometimes we need to have a governor that keeps us from going too fast if we're going to make it all the way to the finish line. And now for the last one, number 5, one that can be extremely troubling because it can make us feel powerless. And a lot of times it causes us to give up the resolution, at least for the time being. And that is that our current lifestyle does not fit the resolution. This brought down one of my resolutions about 10 years ago. I had this idea that I wanted to go gluten-free, and when I got ready to approach my wife, I realized that was not going to fly. My wife was cooking most of the meals at that time. She had no desire to go gluten-free. In fact, her hobby was making cakes and cookies and amazing baked goods. It just was not going to work. And it was something that I ended up giving up. If I wasn't willing to give that up, I would have had to step back and I would have had to get my life in a situation where I could have made that happen without that obstacle. So that's number 5. And there you have them, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of resolutions that can set you up for resolution disappointment. Just to list them off again. Number 1, multiple resolutions. Number 2, vaguely defined resolutions. Number 3, resolutions that are not completely under your control. Number 4, too much too soon. And number 5, your current lifestyle does not fit your resolution. Now is the time to do a little quality control. Check to see if you have any of those problems. This little bit of QC is going to help you out because tomorrow we don't want to be messing around with a bad resolution. We just want to start working about making that resolution a reality. So eliminate any of the problems that we talked about today, and we will see you back here tomorrow. And remember, life is good. Tuned up life is better.